How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. So first I want to start out by saying a huge thank you to you, Eric the Car Guy, for adding me on your channel. I appreciate it very much. And to all my viewers, go check out Eric's channel, Eric the Car Guy. He's got a lot of really good videos on there. I've probably seen most of them. Anyway, so today I'm going to build another workbench. I've previously built a workbench before that gets used pretty much all the time. So I picked up some supplies which are right down there. Anyway, I'm going to try to hopefully build it for under $100. Some workbenches go for $100 to $200 to $300 depending on what it is and what it's made out of. But I think we can build a decent workbench for under $100 that's still going to be really sturdy. And it can also be used in the workshop or home garage or whatever. So anyway, let's have a look at the supplies and we can get started. Okay, so here's some of the materials that I bought yesterday for the workbench. I have 5 pieces at 2.8 meter lengths, and they are 90 millimeters by 35. I'm just building a small workbench for right in the corner. You can see I've got my drill down there ready to go. I'm just going to be using my miter saw to cut all my pieces, but if you don't own one or don't have access to one, you can easily use a handsaw and still get the job done. Just might take a little bit longer, but it will get the job done in the end. So anyway, I'm going to get a sketch up of the bench and we can take a look at it. Okay, so I just did a really rough sketch of what I would like it to look like. So here it is. Feel free to comment on the bad drawing skills, but it was just a really rough sketch. You can see here there's going to be 2 parts, obviously the top and the middle section for storage, and plus you could also store some storage down below here, storage boxes or whatever. Anyway, so I'm just going to measure out the wood, start cutting, and then we can screw it all together. So yeah. Okay, so now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be squaring up all the ends of the wood, just because when you get them they're pretty rough and I want all my joints to line up properly. Now first thing, when I'm cutting this, I'm obviously going to be using my respirator. It's a P2 and a pair of safety glasses, and I've also, if I can get my foot up here, you can see I've got my steel caps on. Mainly one thing, steel caps, it's pretty important in the workshop, and number 2, my respirator. I don't want to be breathing in any of that bad dust. Just quickly, I watched a video before on YouTube, and the guy who was building a workbench pretty much said that he didn't want to wear a respirator and a safety glasses because it made him look stupid. I kind of thought that was pretty stupid of him not to, because all this dust and everything is going to get into your lungs, and yeah, he said he didn't want to look stupid, but by not wearing it, it was pretty stupid of him. Anyway, so let's get all these pieces cut and we can go from there. Back. So all the pieces have been cut, and this is just a test fit. Everything's looking nice and square. Everything looks like it's going to line up really good. So you can see it's going to be a pretty decent sized workbench for the average garage or workshop. I'm going to put an engineering vise on mine or a woodworking vise, either one. So yeah, so I've still got 2 more pieces left, which we'll leave for another day. They feel a little bit heavy and they might have a little bit of moisture in them, so I'm going to leave them to dry out overnight. and then we should get back to it in the coming days. So that's it, guys. Any questions, just ask. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe. This is a really good project for anybody starting out. Obviously I've already built a couple workbenches, but this is pretty simple enough for anybody. And like I said before, you don't have to use a miter saw, you can just use a normal hand saw. Take a little bit longer, but you'll get it there eventually. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out part 2 when it comes out.